In a small town where the sun always seemed to shine, Jack and Jane's lives were about to collide in a tale of love and heartache. Jack, the town's wealthiest young man, carried a reputation for his good looks and charm. Jane was quite the opposite of those who sought to impress. She was a humble farm girl known for her catching laugh and benevolence. Her unpretentious nature had everyone charmed. One ordinary day, Jack stumbled upon Jane selling her homemade jams and jellies at the local market, captivated by her beauty and the warmth of her smile.
"Hello, what have you got here?"
Trying to sound as casual as possible, Jane looked up, a hint of pink flushing her cheeks, as she noticed the handsome stranger standing before her.
Oh, hi. These are my homemade jams and jellies. I make them with the fresh fruits grown on our farm.
She replied, her voice as sweet as the treats she sold. Intrigued, Jack picked up a jar of strawberry jam and examined it closely.
"This looks delicious,"
he commented, making a mental note to learn more about the beautiful girl who had so unexpectedly captured his attention. They struck up a conversation, and in no time, Jack found himself enchanted by Jane's humility. Even though he had already paid for the jams, his encounter with Jane left an impression on him as he left. Her kind smile stayed in his thoughts long after he was gone. The days that followed were filled with secret meetings and whispered conversations, as Jack and Jane's love blossomed beneath the watchful eyes of the small town. Jack and Jane became inseparable. They shared stolen moments and exchanged whispered promises underneath the stars. Yet, the societal norms that divided the classes in the small town cast a dark shadow over their growing love. Their connection seemed unbreakable, even as the divide between their social statuses threatened to tear them apart. Jack's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Harrington, were proud aristocrats who held their family's reputation and legacy above anything else. When they discovered Jack's secret romance with Jane, they were furious. In their eyes, the poor farm girl was sullying their family's good name. Confrontations between Jack and his parents became more frequent, and the family home transformed into a battleground. Jack's heart was torn between the woman he loved and the family he had always been loyal to. Despite the mounting pressure, Jack couldn't bring himself to break away from Jane. Determined to protect the family legacy at any cost, Jack's parents devised a cruel plan to eliminate Jane from their lives. They bribed one of the farm workers to carry out their sordid scheme, a midnight assault in which an unsuspecting Jane would lose her life. That fateful night, Jane walked home alone after a rendezvous with Jack. The farm worker, face hidden in shadows, stalked her every step, but as the farm worker closed in, ready to strike, Jack arrived just in time, having learned of his family's plot. Throwing himself between Jane and the assailant, Jack took the full force of the blow meant for his love. Jack's heroic act unleashed a series of events that shook the foundations of the town. His parents' sinister plot was exposed, and the Harrington family fell from grace. The townspeople rallied around Jane, and the young couple's love became a symbol of resilience and hope. In their newfound freedom, Jack and Jane opened their hearts to each other without fear. Their love, forged in adversity, blossomed into a love story that the small town would never forget. In time, they married and built a future together, always cherishing the love that transcended their differences. Their tale, a powerful illustration of love prevailing against insurmountable odds, is shared across generations, serving as an optimistic inspiration for individuals navigating obstacles in their own romantic journeys. In the case of Jack and Jane, their love showed to everyone that, even during the most challenging periods, genuine love can triumph.